Hello everyone and welcome back to Stationeers. Okay then, so I don't really have a good solution for the sorting for the dead miner over there. So tell you what, I think I will wait a bit longer until I have a good grasp on the situation. In the meantime, I suppose we might as well get started on building the new furnace for this base. I will obviously leave the old one active over there. I still want to have it accessible in case we need to smelt something, but might as well get started. So, first things first, I believe we will need one advanced furnace from here, but do we want to take care of the enclosure first? Yeah, I think enclosure first might be the most ideal. Also, I think we need to move the big gas tank. It is full of very hot gases, so I think it would be ideal to get it out of the way. So the first thing we will do is print out, I believe we need steel, silicon and copper. Let me see, there you are. And the copper, where is it? Oh, it must be here because we have been printing cables. There you are. Ooh, that's 49 grams only. Okay, we will need to go and smelt some. Thankfully, we picked up a bunch of copper recently, so that's not a problem. But we need at least 5 tanks, I believe. So insulated tanks. We can print out... Okay, we can print out enough, that's fine. So that's going to be 5 of these. Do we have any? No, that's it. Okay, get started. While this is printing, I will go and quickly smelt the copper. Okay, so I picked up the copper and I also smelted the iron that was in our mining backpack. Anyways, this one goes in this one, so everything is charged now, good. And I also picked up that canister of propellant for the jetpack, so that's great. One more level up. Right, you know what? Let's take a look at the plants. We haven't really looked at those for a little bit. I wonder how the cocoa beans are doing. Not great. Moderately well. Now, I did look at the cocoa beans recently, and if you take a look, cocoa, this one, it says that the ideal temperature is between 30 and 40. So the reason it is not growing as fast as everything else is because it is slightly out of range of its ideal temperatures. Basically, it is 24 degrees and it needs to be above 30 and below 40. So, right, that is the reason why it is not growing as fast as everything else. But you know what? It's fine. It will grow up eventually. Also, I just realized while I was looking at the temperatures of the base, don't we... Oh, right, we pumped all the CO2 into the base already. Okay, well, that's fine. I will set up nighttime harvesting of gases. So you come out, import, edit, and at the very bottom, we will take off the comments from these lines. There we go. This will enable auto harvesting of CO2. Export the code, you can go back, and as soon as the temperature drops below 130, I believe, it will automatically turn on the harvesting from the outside, and that's going to be fine. Okay, so we need extra CO2 to keep pumping it into the base. Hopefully it will be okay for the temperature inside. Also, the shadows are flickering for some reason. I don't know if this is because of the fact that I'm playing on Linux or if it's actually from the vanilla Stationeers, whatever. So, tank, you come with us, and we also need something to pump the gas over. Ideally, we might want to use a turbo pump, obviously. That would make it a bit faster, unless we are doing it with very few pipe segments. Also, we will need a bunch of piping. Yeah, just print out a turbo pump. So, turbo pump, gold and electrum. Okay, so this will speed things up. And I also put in the iron so we can merge them together, so that's fine. By the way, we have not a lot, but you know what? It's fine. I didn't want to go out for a full mining expedition. Plus, eventually I will get around to sorting out the sorting, so yeah, it can wait. Anyways, I'll do it quickly now because it is prime time for working outside. We have 2 steel frames, so we need a bit more. Please give us the steel frame, the steel ingots. And we need to print out a bunch of frames. So, frames please. Give us, I don't know, 30, sure. We have some steel sheets, but not nearly enough. Oh, right, and we will need a lot of walls. Okay, we will not be able to finish everything tonight, but I suppose things are outside are now cooling off, so I think we can work during the day. It's fine. We have the waste tanks. Yeah, we can switch it out. It's right next to the entrance, so it's fine. Okay, so this is 6. After this, I think I will print out... how many walls do we need? I will just, I suppose, print out maybe 30 or something. Yeah, that will be fine. In the meantime, just give me what you have and we can get started until these are printing. Okay, I think this is going to be a decent amount of extension for this. So, where do we want to have these big tanks? I suppose we might as well just push it back a little bit. That will take care of the most pressing issues. Yeah, I think I will just move it back. It's fine. So, the new tank, the big one, will be back here, facing, yeah, towards the base, with the gas. There we go. Yeah, I think this will be fine. Okay, so we need to pump this one into this one. Do we have enough room for piping? Yes, we do. Okay, might as well put them together, and I will sort out. We might want to increase the volume of these these pipe networks, so we can increase the throughput as much as we can. Basically, every time we pump gases from this side to this side, then this tank will have to equalize with this one. Unfortunately, the new there's a new update coming that will make sure that these tanks are now acting as inline tanks. I have recommended it. I don't know if it's because of my recommendation, but I am very happy about this change. But until the update drops, we have to do it the old-fashioned way. So unfortunately, we have to do it this way. So we need to increase the volume of these pipe networks until we have a better alternative. Okay, that will do. So this pipe network is pretty big already, thanks to this inline tank. What we could do is install another one here. In fact, we might as well install the T-junction for it there. So we need to bring down a little bit of extra utility kits, and that's it. And the turbo pump, will be right here. Doesn't matter facing which way, just need to be accessible, and power on the bottom there. Okay, cabling, wire cutters, that will do. Go full tilt obviously, and well, we might as well get started. I don't think we will overpressurize this pipe network with this. It's a bit big enough already. Yeah, it's fine. And we are emptying out. Oh, okay, fast enough. We don't need to include the inline tanks, I think. Yeah, it will take some time, but it's fine. So you are, yeah, slowly emptying out. Good. Alright, I will just leave them to it. It's fine. Once this one is empty, I will break it down and use the tanks to install the cold and the warm tank. That is the hot tank, warm, cold, and we will sort out the piping and the different devices to make sure that we are only taking in the relevant gases, but we will worry about that later. So obviously I will very likely recycle the control console from the old one and include a couple of extra knobs so we can do the cold gases. Also, thank you very much for the frames. Next up, give us the walls. Walls, flat ones. This one, I don't know, give us, yeah, 30. Although, no, it's too much, I think. 20. I think 20 might be enough. After that, we'll print out maybe one full stack of steel sheets, because we will need a lot for the walls and to make the frames under them airtight. So there we go. Also, I think the pressure in the base is increasing along with the temperatures. I think the double cooling system will be able to handle it. I suppose we could install a temperature monitoring system, so it would only turn this one on if the temperature inside is cold enough. For now, I will try to keep an eye on it. As long as we don't go above 50, it's fine. The plants will not like it, but they will survive anything below 50. Anyways, you are 12. Good. Yeah, just finish up the printing and then I will get started on the steel sheets. Supposedly this one can go in here because I suspect the steel is below. Yeah, we can merge this together. That's fine. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if the coal miner at this point would be full. I guess we'll see. And that's 20. Great. Thank you. And now give us one full stack of steel sheets, please. Maybe... yeah, one full stack, sure. Right. Also, I wasn't happy with this arrangement. I will move a couple of stuff around. Okay, so how fast is this one? Oh, 10 already. That's okay. Great. Okay, I will quickly go outside and place down the rest of this. And plus we can check on the tank emptying, but I don't suspect it's going to be anywhere near finished, but who knows, maybe we get lucky. Ooh, and we have daytime, not great. So, first check on this one. It is slowly emptying, we are halfway there, that's fine. Once we are done, I will keep this one here. This is going to be very convenient to vacuum out this space that we are building right now, because, well, it is now full of outside gases. Once we break these walls open, I don't want that outside air to flood into the base, obviously. Anyways, we might as well start placing down some walls. Well, I think we can weld up this frame. Sure, it's fine. So welding torch. There you are. And this one, obviously. And eventually all these will be welded up completely, but for now, this is as far as we can go. Alright, I think we might have the console here and we will have the furnace in here, so I think we need to go out this far. Okay, I am glad we didn't print out 30 walls, 20 was more than enough. Okay, so that's fine. Yeah, we can go inside. Thank you very much. Anything else? We need to wait until the tank is empty. We will need at least one vent. Although, wait, didn't we have... No, we didn't. Okay, we need at least one more vent so we can install it and use that as the output for the room emptying. So give us a passive vent. Doesn't matter, I will not do a inserted one. It's not really needed, it's fine. I suppose we might as well get started on printing out the furnace. So, advanced furnace. We need this guy. Gold, copper, steel. Right, give me one of these. Obviously, that means that we will have two of them, but I suppose we can recycle it. It's not the end of the world, but until this one is completely online, I don't want to touch that one. It's very important that we have some way of smelting. Oh, right, and speaking of smelting, the problem with the mining setup is that ores can only stack up to 50, right? What if we install a bunch of arc smelters or arc furnaces? We could use those to smelt the ores, and once we have a full stack, it will then go into the vending machines. So instead of having, I don't know, 500 or something pieces of ores, we will get 5,000 all smelted and ready to go. And then I suppose downstairs we can install a stacker, we can split the different ingots as we need. Yeah, it would be kind of nice actually. So that means that this furnace would only be for alloys. We would get complete raw ingots from that place already. That would be kind of nice actually, now that I think about it. Anyways, 70 something. What is the outside temperature now? I might want to install a temperature monitoring station on every level. It is dropping 800. Yeah, we are way past the worst of the summer months, so thankfully things are getting better now. Okay, I still want to take this one downstairs before we go outside. So there we go. Okay, you come with us. What do we need? We need electronic parts for this one, right? Advanced furnace. You. Give us the actual device, and we need one electronic part. Lovely. Okay. Before I forget, you come with us. Finally, we can make use of it. Right, okay, now it should be fine to go outside. Let's go for it. Okay, so this is going to be the furnace room. How are you doing? Are you about finished? Less than 1 megapascal. Very good. Unfortunately, the closer we are to the end, the slower it will get. Now we are moving a couple of kilopascals every sip. Not great. How much do we have on that one? If it is an acceptable amount, I suppose I would be okay with 11 megapascals. You know what? Sure. I don't mind wasting this much. I really wish the new update was here already, but unfortunately it's not, so... it's fine. Let's do it. Now, this will release a lot of gas, so I will stand here, so if we are launched into the ether that way. Let's say. Okay, it released not a lot of gas, thankfully. Okay, fine. And now that we have removed the tank, this pipe network should be empty. Almost. And that should do it. Good. Okay. You can stop now. I will break you down a bit later. It's fine. Okay, let's take care of the room emptying next. So first things first, obviously we need to seal this place. There. I will seal everything except for one wall so we can get in and out. As far as I can tell, it's fine. Now we just need to weld up the floors. Don't make the same mistake I did the last time we expanded the cellar, basically. Okay, so flooring is airtight, yes. The walls are airtight, yes. Okay, quickly set up a vent outside. Then we will weld or finish up this wall, and once we have vacuum inside, we can break these open, or this one to be specific, because I don't think I will break this one open. I think this one will be a solid wall. Okay, let's do it. Okay, as far as I can tell, we should be able to start vacuuming out this place. Let's go for it. So, steel sheet will seal that. There we go. And if you turn this one on, it is vacuuming out this room. Very good. Stand in the furthest corner away from it, and that's it. Well, this is a powered vent, so the emptying was quite fast. Nice. Okay, you can turn off. No, don't vent in. Wrong button. Okay, vacuum again. Turn off. And now we can break this one open. At least theoretically. Let's take a look. And no, we need crowbar. So the air rushes in from inside the base, and yeah, CO2, O2, nitrogen. Good. Alright, we can very carefully move this gas outside. And you know what, we don't really need to have this set up anymore. Are we happy with the speed of the elevator? Right now it is set to speed 6. Let me check on speed 8 once again. So move this one up. No, not 100 obviously. Just this is okay. Fine, do it with the labeler. So give us 8. Confirm. So this one should override the speed of the elevator. Why? From the memory, why did you lose the assignment? So read in from the logic memory. Out goes to the elevator cable. Yes. That's fine. Alright, and this is now breathable base air, right? Yeah, okay. Visor open. Also, you get off the ship. And output variable should be the elevator speed. So override the elevator, please. Thank you. Let's see how it is with speed 8. Yeah, it's a lot faster, no surprises there, but is it too fast going down? That's the big question. Anyways, I think we might want to make a bit of room in the inventory, but you know what? We can drop stuff downstairs. Yeah, okay, anyways, I think I'm happy with the elevator speed now. So go down to level 0. We are struggling to... Well, basically we are bouncing a little bit, but you know what? It's fine. I think I will be happy with this speed. Just need to be very, very careful. Don't change the target level mid elevating, because as we have learned a couple of episodes ago, it's not very healthy if we slam into the the platform. So yeah, need to be a bit careful. Anyways, we can drop most of this stuff. We can dismantle all this, and I think I will set up the furnace right here. So the I suppose it could be in the wall here, or we can build a small enclosure as well. Do we want to make this one a bit bigger? No, it's fine. I think it's big enough. All right. I think we will have a small enclosure in this cube, which means that I suppose we can have it like so. Yeah, something like this. Then we will have a window here so we can keep an eye on it, but everything will be controlled from the console, which will be here, obviously. Alright. I suppose we might as well install it. So you can go there, and the furnace itself. You will be facing this way, and you can go there. Yeah, I think this will do quite nicely. Now, I will have a bunch of chute stuff in here. Also, wait, on this side. On this side, the output will come out straight away. But for the input, I think I will introduce a small chute network in here, or not a network, but a long snaking piece of shooting, because I want to increase the input buffer basically. So we can put in whatever we need all together. It will automatically input into the furnace, and that will make it a bit more convenient, I think. Anyways, let me quickly... First we need the electronic parts. Good. And then we need the welding torch. There, and then the screwdriver. Done. Okay, so you are ever so slightly poking out of the base. I think I might move it one step inside. Or I don't think I will mind if the very, very back is poking out, it's fine. But first, we need to eat and drink. Okay, so there is that. Are the potatoes grown up yet? I made the mistake of inputting too much. They're thriving, so yeah, they will do fine. And you are now thriving because you have the correct temperature range, 31. Good. Please grow up as fast as possible. I think if we go above 40 degrees Celsius, then I will shut off the base pressurization, although we are already at 55. The target right now is 61. So I think we will reach the target before things get too hot. Anyways, let's go downstairs and let's see what we have next. Also, please cycle the airlock, thank you. Right, yeah, I think I will be happy with this one poking out slightly in the back. Speaking of stuff outside, You know what? Yeah. Let's do it now. Load the visor, go outside. I want to see what kind of automation we could have for the gas inputs. Let's see. So we have this guy here. I will quickly put some foundations under it so it's not floating in the ether. Also, we can pick up these piping as well and the turbo pump. Did I put one? No. There we go. And we might as well mine down the terrain around it. Okay, there we go. I think this will do. I will weld it up eventually, but it's getting a bit hot outside, so I will quickly pick up these guys and then we will go inside. And we have nothing else left outside. Only a big tank of hot gas, right? Yeah, 11 megapascals of 1000 plus degrees Celsius gas. Nice. Okay, quickly go inside. Don't want to stay outside for too long in this kind of heat. Alright, so what's next? Alright, I didn't do the automation. I think we will have obviously the 3 tanks of gases. Cold, hot, warm, or whatever order, what doesn't matter. And then I suppose what we can do is automate the input for the furnace. Let me see. Advanced furnace. Do you have a input pressure? I don't see it at a glance, but you know what, it's fine. We can do a pipe analyzer, so that's fine. Basically, I think I will do the same thing we did for the filtration units. If they have anything on the input, then they will turn on and filter out whatever it needs to be filtered out. And I think I will do the same for this one. So basically, if there is anything on the input side, just put it into the furnace, so turn on the input pump. And if we need to put in some gases, I will basically toggle different digital valves. So if we need to put in some cold gases, toggle the cold valve. That will basically equalize with the cold tank, but I will try to make sure that the input pipe is basically just a single tile. So basically, let's say we have a something like this. This one goes into the furnace, then cold valve, hot valve, warm valve, and this pipe will be basically as low volume as possible. Although that also means that it will equalize very, very slowly. Well, the input of the furnace is 100 liters maximum. What is the volume of this one again? 10 liters. We might want to make this one 100 liters, and that will speed things up a little bit. I guess we will see. Anyways, that is the basic idea. Maybe 50 liters or something. I will figure out a good ratio for it. For now, you can come with us. And so we will have different buttons for the gas inputs, and then it will automatically pump in whatever is in the inside on the input side, and we will have one slider for the output. Right, so we don't need to control the input anymore. That's fine. We just need to push the button and it will automatically input. I think that will do. We will worry about the control surfaces later. For now, let's print out the chute and let's see what's next. Yeah, basic ones will do. We already have, yeah, this 10, but I suspect we will need a little bit more than that. We will need at least 27. plus a bunch more. Let's print out maybe, I don't know, 3 more stacks. Yeah, 3 more stacks will do. For this one we need iron, there we go. Okay, let's start with this then. Let's start with the output first. How do we want to do this? I think I will just have a output, an outlet basically, as an inlet, outlet. Okay, you will be facing this way. Right. Whatever we make will be right here. Or do we want to have it on the wall? Doesn't matter basically. We could have it, let me see, something like this. Yeah, you know what, let's put it there. And then we'll just shoot from there to there. There we go. So once we output the finished ingots, they will go through here and plop, there we go. That's fine. And I suppose at this point we can enclose this space. It doesn't have to be open, so it's fine. There, and the steel sheets, and there. I will worry about these corners, although this one will be a window, I think. So this one will not require a corner piece, so it's fine. Now about this one. I will have an input hopper. Well, first let's pick up the cables. In fact, at this point we don't need any of these cables. We just need the power for the elevator. We don't even need to have the data cable. I suppose we can repurpose this one for the control console, so that's quite fortunate. I don't know what we will use these for, and we can break this one down with the angle grinder. Right, so as I said, I think I will have an input hopper right here. To make it as convenient as possible, I think it will be inlet, like so. Yeah, right here. That is the only one, right? Yeah, we don't have a powered input or something like that. That will do. So, whatever we want to put into the furnace, we will just drop it here. It will automatically go into the chute network and goes into the furnace. But as I said, I want to have this one relatively big. Right. The printing should be finished by now, so I will quickly go upstairs and pick those up. Yeah, I think this little space here will be left like this. In fact, do we have enough flat walls? We have only 2, that's fine. Might as well finish this place up a little bit more. So there and there, then steel sheets, there and there. So yeah, just need a couple of extra more and that's it. Yeah, I think this will be a bit better this way. Right. We need one of those back, but it's fine. Okay, let's do the chutes. Okay, we are missing one single piece of chute. That's all we need. Yeah, it's a little bit convoluted, but this will give us a lot of buffer for the input. It will take some time for all this to go through to the end, but you know what? It's fine. Let me quickly print out the last piece and then we will seal that place up. And there we go. Okay, so input and output should be quite convenient. Next up, you know what? Yeah. How do we want to deal with the basically the temperature control for the furnace? I do believe that if we completely vacuum it out, it will well, equalize with the current outside temperatures, I believe. That is the quirk of how the room vacuums work for radiative temperature equalization, as far as I understand. So, we could just leave some atmosphere inside and use that as a temperature surrounding, so it will equalize with it quite fast, so it will not really be a big deal. Yeah, I think that will be fine. Okay, give us a wall, please. Do we have any wall kits that we could use? Not really, unless I use an iron wall, but no, I don't want to. I want to have nice, crisp white edges for this window, so give us a proper wall kit. Where is the steel? No, not here. Yeah, just need the one. Thank you. And we need one piece of glass as well. So you come with us, and one glass. Oh wait, we have plastic downstairs, so it's fine. Okay, let's go on and seal it. I think 50 kilopascals, okay, almost 60 kilopascals of base atmosphere will be fine as a, I don't know, temperature buffer gas or something. I don't know what to call it. So yeah, I think that will be fine. Oh, right. And we might want to quickly print out at least 2 flat walls, because we need one for the ceiling and one for the back wall. We don't want to break this one open once everything is operational, so we need to do this now. So give us flat walls. Might as well print out a bunch, but I will quickly pick up 2. Let's go for 20. Sure. Eventually, I suspect we will need these. Alright, and we need to make sure that the data and power is accessible before we seal this place. So, if the console is going to be here, that means we might want to run the cabling maybe this way, not through this way. Right. Almost forgot. That will do. We don't need data cables for these. It just goes in whatever we put into it, and whatever comes out, that comes out. It's fine. Okay. Oh, right, and the flooring. Okay, we need one more. Alright, do we want to put a light in there? It might get super hot, so I don't think that's going to be advisable. It will very likely break the light. What is the... let me see, light. For example, if you put one of these industrial lights in there, it doesn't say what is the flash point or ignition point or something like that, so I don't know. It would be nice to have some kind of lighting in there, just as a mood light or something. Can the diode, where is it? LED, can we change the color on this one? Yes, we can. Oh, there we go. Auto ignition, 1200 degrees. I think we have ingots that require hotter gases than this. Flashpoint 700. I think this will burn out if we put it in there. Okay, I don't think we can do this one. It would have been nice, but you know what? No, don't tempt fate. For now, let's just put a window right here. I suspect we might need to break this one open until we are completely finished, but you know what? It's fine. For now, just seal it up. There we go. And we can put the console here now. Okay, we are approaching the end of the episode quite rapidly, but I think we should have enough time left to at least print out the console base. Okay, you can come with us as well. So, just give us the console base. I think we're just going to have the same 1x3 layout. Right. Okay, modular console, this guy, copper, steel, electron, silicon. Right, give us 3 of these, because this is going to be a triple wide console, so we need at least 3 of these. Okay, now, I have been asked in a recent episode that maybe we could set up a timer for the overall printing time. I know that we can read the current printing's percentage completion, so that is fine, but is there a way to read the current recipe's printing time? I don't think we can read it from the printer itself. I haven't seen. Let me just take a look. Printer. So for example, the electronics printer. There we go. So we have this completion ratio. I suspect this one gives us a percentage between 0 and 1. So that's fine. We could set up an overall percentage readout, but the current print counter is already doing that just fine. So, is there a way to read the print time for the current recipe? I know we have the recipe hash. Can we somehow, I don't know, compare the recipe hash with the item and get some kind of printer time that way? Because if we had an actual this amount of seconds until we are finished counter would be nice. But I have no idea if that is possible, so I will leave it up to the audience, I suppose. If you have some idea if this is possible, I am all ears. Anyways, this is going to be the console, which is going to be... I suppose you will go right here. There we go. And if we need to do something else, I guess, can we attach to the side of the console? I mean, this, you know, the display. Let me just take a look. Dismantle this one real quick, angle grinder. Okay, so first things first. Build one of the small ones. Yeah, you will do. And can I attach to the side of it? Okay, so we have these. As you know, these go right on top. But can we attach them to the side? It appears that we can. This attachment point is yellow now. Oh, other way around. But it is promising. So this one... Okay, so yeah, we can attach these side displays to the side. So if we need to expand the amount of surface area that we need, then we can just put some extra displays up here and they will be attached to the main console. Okay, that's great. That answers that. Just put this original console back real quick. Yeah, that will do. And once again, if we need to expand we can do so here. I don't want to obscure the window, basically. That is why I wanted to check. Okay, yeah. I think we can call this one good enough now. In between episodes, I will sort out the code and the layout for this console. I will very likely recycle the code from the old one, repurpose it for this one, but I suspect it will require quite a bit of work. Right, in the meantime, we can pick this one and this one up. There, and we can start moving some stuff upstairs. Yeah, this power vent don't need to be done here anymore. This flat wall can merge with that one. And all that kind of stuff. Okay, I think I will say goodbye now, and we will pick things up in the next episode. Fingers crossed with the new code in hand. If not, then I suppose we can start thinking about the sorting system for the miners, which I suspect will include maybe a couple of arc furnaces. What is the arc furnace power consumption, by the way, before we say goodbye? Arc furnace. It's not saying the actual power consumption, only the idling. That's fine. Well, I don't know, maybe it's going to be a couple hundred or something, maybe 500. I think the Stirling engines should be able to handle it. I don't think this will be as power hungry as the miner itself, for example. Well, I think we can say goodbye now. For now, all that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you liked the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.